come up time. It just rips my heart what some of you have done for your family members, your friends. We got a story coming up, in fact, right now, of a lady who gave a kidney to a complete stranger and still has not met the recipient of that. But it is just amazing how all of your giving, your generosity makes such a difference. A reminder to everybody, too, if you haven't already done so this morning, make sure you get your team banner and get a team photo. We got roving photographers out there. All right, Connie, you ready to come up? I want to talk to you now about a very courageous young lady, and I just alluded to her a minute ago. She gave her kidney away how many years ago, Connie?
Just last August.
Last August. How you feel?
Very good.
You miss it?
No.
No. You gave somebody life. Connie Rim, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Connie, and I want to thank all of you for coming out today, and also thank the National Kidney Foundation for allowing me to share my story with you today. Again, I, like some of you, donated my kidney, and when asked if I donated it to my mom, sister, or friend, I sometimes get that puzzled look when I tell them that I donated to someone I still have never met. I am usually asked, so what made you do it? I sometimes joke and say it was a bet or to lose a few extra ounces. Now, there are many ways to which I've answered this question, but in its most simplest explanation, simply to help others. Did I know anyone prior to donating who suffered from kidney failure? No. And while that may seem strange, most people don't know anyone who needs a blood transfusion prior to donating blood either. You see, sometimes we just do things out of the goodness of our hearts. But donating an organ seems a bit strange, especially to a stranger. Perhaps to some, okay, to most I admit. In fact, I recall the day when I sat my mother down and I told her I would be donating. She was naturally opposed to this idea since I am in fact her daughter. When I simply said, well, imagine for a moment it were me who needed the kidney. Wouldn't you want someone else out there to start a kidney chain from which I could benefit? She understood, yet grudgingly yet affectionately shoved me off the bed, but she understood nonetheless. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with a kidney chain, let me explain. If you are in need of a kidney and have a donor who is not a match for you, you and the unmatched donor may go into the National Kidney Registry, where there is a national database of donor and recipients. There they can find other paired matches, which means the two recipients swap donors so that each of you will receive kidneys. Now, the other alternative is what they call a kidney chain. And this is the way in which they are able to provide the most amount of people with kidneys. Note that this kidney chain, however, can only be started by an anonymous donor, which in my kidney scenario was me. So last August, my kidney was removed and transported to New York, then went to a mother whose son was her unmatched donor. Then he donated to someone else in D.C., while that person's unmatched donor donated that kidney to someone else. All in all, kidneys were flown all across the country, which resulted in 10 successful transplants. Now, I am certain that there are more people out there who are willing to donate his or her kidney in order to help the lives as I and others have done, but are simply unaware that this is possible. And that is why we need to spread the awareness so we can get more people off of dialysis and give more people a better way of life. It may only take a passing conversation about live kidney donations to spark a lifelong change in others. So before I ramble further and force you all to run instead of walk, let me say thanks for listening and coming out, and enjoy the walk today. Thank you.
very much, Connie.